Do do do. Do 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 do. The iconic misspelling in my polls continues even to this day. Hello everyone, it is me, Wolfter97, and today we are going to be streaming because today is... It's not just any Saturday, it's Valentine Saturday. Yes, today is February the 14th, which means it is the day for all lovers to come together and rub in the faces of all the singles that are ready to mingle that they are lonely and these couples are not. And yeah, just wanted to stream just to, I don't know, take advantage of the holiday. I wouldn't really say that like I'm big into Valentine's Day. I mean, just like every other holiday that's not like Thanksgiving or Christmas or even Halloween, it kind of just happens and then that's it. Like there's some cool things, some cool benefits that come with like Valentine's Day. Maybe not as much as every other holiday. Like, you get the like the heart pizzas and stuff, and on the 15th, you also get some really, really inexpensive candies that you could buy because, they're trying to get rid of all those love-themed candies that they had to come out with for the day. And, it doesn't sell. They got to get rid of it somehow. So, they put it cheap. So there are some things that I do kind of celebrate. I didn't get any candy or even a heart-shaped pizza, but that's just an observation that I made that, one of the things that comes with Valentine's Day. But I did sort of kind of, celebrate it. As everyone knows, as I've made quite quite well known over the past year, is that I do have a girlfriend. And, we did do something on, not Valentine's Day today, but we did do something yesterday, because unfortunately we weren't able to do anything today. Schedules really got in the way of that, unfortunately. But it's probably good that we didn't do something today because it was probably hella busy. But yesterday we went to go have a sushi. It was pretty chill, pretty not too extravagant. We just went out to a local sushi shop, got some food. We dressed up. She wore something very beautiful. Well, everything that she wears, I feel, is very beautiful. She could wear literally just like, the grossest, dirtiest, like, least like flattering clothing possible. I'll still find her to be, flawless and like one of the most gorgeous people in the world, if not the most gorgeous person in the world. And me, I just, wear what I usually wear whenever there is a event that is slightly formal. I have this one black dress shirt that I've worn for, no lie, probably like the past 5 or 6 years, maybe even longer than that. I honestly can't remember, but I've been wearing this shirt for like ages, and it's a shirt that I got from Target. It's that, like, Target, I know, like, their clothing is not that great, but compared to like a place like Walmart, it's like leagues better. But yeah, I got a shirt from Walmart like 7 years ago or what have you, and I still wear it to this freaking day. And I wore it yesterday when we went to go have dinner, an early Valentine's dinner. And I kind of shook it up a bit. A couple of years ago, I decided to, get myself a purple tie to go along with my black shirt. Hello 397. It's been like a year since I've been here. Remember me? I do. APYN. Appin. How are you doing? Good to see you. I'm currently talking about Valentine's Day and my experiences with that. If you have any experiences with Valentine's Day that you wish to share, please do so. I also have a poll up there. But yeah, I got myself a purple tie a couple of years ago because there was like a wedding going on, and I wanted to spruce up my repertoire. So I got myself that purple tie, and it looks really good with the black shirt. So I wore that yesterday, the two of them, and my pants, I just wore like one of my typical like chino pants. But anyways, yeah, we just got food. It was pretty good. I wanted to get myself something that wasn't sushi, but considering I hadn't ate sushi in a while, and I was kind of looking through the menus and I saw some good sushi rolls in there. I was like, you know what? I think I will get myself a roll of sushi. So I did, and she also got one too, and it was pretty good. It was pretty fun. I got myself a Pepsi, drank some of that. And after that, we were planning to go to this local ice cream shop, but, she wasn't really feeling it, and, knowing that, I also was no longer feeling it. So we just, after we paid for our food, we just went home and spent, like, more time together. And we did, because, a couple of days ago, it was my birthday. So for my birthday, we actually got me, a little like variety cheesecake platter thing. You know those things you see at Walmart at the bakery aisle? We got me one of those things, and we didn't get a chance to eat it on my birthday. So we ended up eating it the next day on the 13th. And not gonna lie, that shit goes hard. The freaking cheesecakes that they make there every day is hella good. See you next stream, Wolf? Wait, what? Star Killer, you literally just came in and you said, oh, okay. No, it's okay. Come on. You're all good. If you're single, you are allowed to mingle. It was just a jokey poo. Welcome, Star Killer. Hope you're having a good Valentine's Day. I'm just talking about my experience on Valentine's Day. Well, not today, because I was talking about how I didn't get a chance to do anything today because, my girlfriend was busy and, can't really do anything with her when she's not here. So we did something yesterday. We went to go get sushi, and after that, we went home, spent more time together, and then we ended up getting some cheesecake that we bought for my birthday the day before on the 12th. So we had that, and it went so hard. It was so good. And when we were there getting the cheesecake on my birthday, we were just like, dude, what if we just got one of those random, because apparently they sell like frozen cheesecakes that you could just freaking you just get. I didn't know about that. I didn't know that they had apparently they have Marie calendars like pies and stuff that are in the frozen aisle. And we were looking at that, and I was like, oh god, that sounds so freaking good. And the cheesecake that they had whipped cream on there, and I was like, oh god. And while we were looking at that, because my girlfriend originally wanted to go look in that aisle, she was like, I'm just curious, because she thought they might have had some cheesecakes from the Cheesecake Factory. Thought for a second when I joined she was with you. No, unfortunately not. And she's not really one to join these streams. I know when we did when I did TikTok streams, sometimes she'd be hanging out, and then I just ask her some questions, and I just be like, I sometimes involve her in the streams, but for the most part, I try to keep her separate, as well as pretty much anyone that's close to me, family wise. I know last year, me and my friend, we did stream, but that's probably the extent that I would go. But yeah, she's not here. Maybe someday, maybe I could ask if she ever wants to do a stream or something, like a game stream or whatever. But yeah, for now it's just me. So currently I'm single and ready to mingle. Star Killer? Could two single people come together and just have a little chat? But yeah, we ended up not getting anything from the frozen aisle in regards to the dessert. But not gonna lie, I'm considering it next time. Next time we go to the groceries. Next time we go to Walmart. Hi, Dorky Danny. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good Valentine's Day. I'm currently talking about my Valentine's Day that I had, not today, but yesterday. And it was a lot of fun. I had sushi and cheesecake, and it was epic. Also, I don't think I ever mentioned Aquaman. I don't even know if you're here anymore. Persona mentioned. I'm sorry. I was looking up at the comments right now. Sorry about that. If you're here, my apologies. But yeah, did anyone else do anything here? It doesn't have to have been with somebody, but if anyone did anything for Valentine's Day, you know, feel free to share it. Big shout out to Wolf for always streaming while I'm working. I know. I don't know how I keep doing it, dude. I need to fix that. I need to figure that out because it seems like every time I do a stream, Denny, you are never able to be there. You always come in, you're like, hi, bye, fuck you. And I'm like, oh, man. And I know we had good times when you were able to be here and stuff. So I got to like work around it. You got to give me your schedule next time, okay? You give me your schedule and I'll work around yours. I just ate M&Ms and played Rivals. Hey, that sounds pretty good, especially with the amount of waifus and husbandos in Rivals. I feel like I could probably fire up Marvel Rivals and just have like freaking Emma Frost there on my screen. I could feed her like the cheesecake. Kind of like those people who like eat like desserts and stuff with like Hatsune Miku on Valentine's Day. I could be like one of those people. My name should be fixed. Apollyon 420. Oh, okay. I went 0-1 hitting up the X talking stage. Wait, really? Really? Well, you know, 0-1. Not too bad. Not too bad. You know, there's always next time, champ. Always next time. As long as it's a healthy hitting up. You know, if it's not, then maybe reconsider. You know, there's always other fish in the sea, like our hands. But yeah, I didn't really do much. It was just a very simple Valentine's Day for me. It was nice, and you know, it is a shame we weren't able to do much. We kind of woke up pretty late. We didn't really wake up late. We were just like really lazy. The effort is what matters. Exactly. That's all that matters. You know, of course, it's never gonna like be enough for like me or whatever. It's like, man, it's like I wish we could have went somewhere. I wish we could have went to like a concert or done something cool or whatever, or like what have you. And I was like even asking if like we should do something, but maybe it is just the simplicity that matters. Just the time spent together. You know, it doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be like anything bombastic or something. It just has to be, you know, two people who love each other, you know, being together. And you know, I like the time that I spent with her. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Over the like the course of this month, like up to this point, actually even before this month, I actually wanted to do like a video to release on Valentine's Day. Just, you know, just spewing everything that I love about my girlfriend. But I thought that might have been a bit too cringe, and maybe it wouldn't really fit too much on the channel. So I kind of decided against it. Like, you know, I had like a lot of things that I even wrote like some like points and stuff just in case you know, like important things I want to bring up, just like I love like her eyes, I love her hair. That was something that I wanted to do, but you know, maybe not good for me to like if I ever had a second channel or whatever. Well, I'll never do that. You know, I know that's a common thing for people to do when they're just like trying to like keep their content separate from one another. What Megaten girl or guy is closest to Wolf's GF? Now that is an interesting question. You brought it right back around to Persona. Let's see. If I were to have a Megaten girl, so Megaten girl meaning just Megami Tensei in general or Persona? Because for Megami Tensei, I can't really like figure out like because a lot of the characters in like Megaten games outside of the Persona series, the characters are kind of just there to push the narrative forward. Like, I mean, they do have like their moments and stuff, but I feel like with Persona there's a lot more to go off of. So I think I'd probably have to say maybe kind of similar to Fuka. You know, I feel me and her are kind of similar in some ways. She definitely is she does have a few nerdy characteristics, which I find really cute, and she is a little quirky in some ways, which I think is, quite adorable. I know she doesn't, like those things about her, but I feel that's what makes her charming, and I think that's what makes her incredibly unique, and that's what makes me love her, because it's what makes her her, and I feel that's what's important. And I was saying, I didn't want to devolve in talking about like my girlfriend, like all the personal stuff like that on this channel, even though I've done it before. But yeah, I won't dive too much. But yeah, she's pretty similar to Fuka, I feel. Maybe she doesn't make like headphones or anything, although she has tinkered with like, like creating stuff and whatever. I know I had her, because I had like this Guitar Hero guitar. Well, I mean, I still have it, but I remember I was having issues with it, and then she's like, what if I take a look at it? And I was like, sure, dude, you could take a look at it. And lo and behold, she managed to figure it out and fix it. And I was like, whoa! And apparently it really didn't take that much. I remember, I don't know if anyone remembers, but I actually did a stream about me trying to fix that guitar. But yeah, I wasn't able to come up with anything that might have been the issue. But she figured it out. And all it took was just a little bit of cleaning, which, I didn't do. So... sorry, I was drinking some soda right now. So maybe that's, it's like a balance, sort of. I'm big dumb, she big smart. We keep each other in check, I guess. I don't know how I'm gonna keep anyone in check with my dumbness, though. But hey, we need that. We need that yin and yang in our lives, right? But let's see. Speaking of like persona and stuff, I was gonna state something. I can't. It was something I was thinking about the entire day. Damn, I really need to write down some stuff. I really need to write down things that I want to talk about, like that I think about throughout the day, and then I just, come up and sit on the chair on stream, and I'm just like, oh, I forgot or whatever. I really got to do better at that. But oh well, nothing wrong with it. If I forgot about that, it was probably nothing important. Insert the 2.5 Men meme where that kid's just standing out in the rain or something. How Atlas posted it's June's birthday. The remake is happening. I swear I'm not delusional. Hey, any little like tidbit morsel of Persona 2 or Persona 1 like representation, I'll take. Considering that like the most we usually get is like artwork of like the characters or whatever, I'll take it. I'll take literally anything. I could turn literally anything into copium at this point. I'm with you, Aponion. That Persona 2 remake is out there, and it's coming. And it's coming soon. Soon meaning eventually, hopefully, maybe, possibly, within my child's lifetime. And if not my child's lifetime, then maybe my child's lifetime. But, yeah, I don't know. I just want them to hurry up and just do like Persona 4 Revival and just like get to Persona 6 already. It's been so long. It's been like the fact that we have not gotten a single like morsel of information about Persona 6 is insane. Like, come on, Atlas, just throw us a bone already and just give us like like the chair trailer again. You could even give us the chair trailer again, but just change Persona 5 to Persona 6 and the color to green. I'll take that. I will literally take anything at this point. Please, Atlas. I'm literally just begging for anything. Oh God. I saw that on Steam. There's like a bunch of there's like Steam sales and stuff going on for Persona, as well as there's like a bunch of sales for everything because of that State of Play PlayStation Direct. There's like Resident Evil or Capcom in general. Capcom, Konami. Oh, Oh man, oh god, I shouldn't, but I wanna. I really wanna. I just want to spend money. Spending money feels so good. I'd just like to mention, Persona 4 had significantly less fans before the remake was announced, just like 3. Our Persona fans are gonna go crazy? Really? Because I remember Persona 4 was like the most popular one, and then Reload came out, and then you know, that ended up becoming the most popular one. Because it was like, I mean, I say Persona 4 was like the most popular one, but like Persona 5 came out and then that became the most popular. But Persona 4 still had like a really sizable like fan base. Maybe it was just like a vocal minority, but I felt like I heard more about Persona 4 than Persona 3. I got the Royal Sale notification a couple days ago. Same. Yeah, I got a lot of notification. It's weird. With Steam, it's like, I don't know why they do it, but like sometimes I get like separate notifications. Like I remember I got a notification for like Doom Eternal that was on sale, and it was just like just the one game, that's it. And then like 10 minutes later I got another notification that said like 5 of your wish list games are on sale. I'm like, why didn't you just include Doom Eternal? Why'd you have to segregate it like that, dude? Come on, just stop filling up my inbox with garbage. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff, and you know, I know I'm gonna get a few things. I know I want to get Ghosts and Goblins. I forgot what it was called, Resurrection, because that game is probably the cheapest it's ever been. It's like 90% off, and it's $3. And I love Ghosts and Goblins, or Ghouls and Ghosts. I don't know what this one's called, but I love that series. It's hard as balls, but you know, I dig it. I was also thinking about the Mega Man Legacy Collection again. I have it on Switch, but I just want to have it on like my my Steam library, just in case, you know, I ever get like a Steam Deck. Oh, sorry about that. Which probably will never happen. But I would like to make a video about the Steam Deck, but considering the Steam Deck freaking sold out everywhere and is no longer available, at least right now, I don't think I'll ever be able to make a video about it. What do you think will be announced first, Persona 6 or Half-Life 3? If being realistic, it's gonna be Persona 6, because Persona, even though they've never really mentioned it by name, I talked about this before, how so weird it is that Atlus never mentions Persona 6 as Persona 6. They only mention it as the future of the Persona series. It's like, dude, we know what the future is. Every game that's come before this, barring the 2 duology, has been Persona 2, Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5. Just come on, you don't have to dance around it. I don't know like what this freaking executive talk is or something. Maybe they're afraid of like initiating like the rabid fan base and making them go crazy or whatever when they hear the number 6. They are acting like but it's even more cringy because we know what it's gonna be called. Just say Persona 6, dude. You don't need to do this. You're scaring the chicks, dude. Just be up front and center, puff out your chest and be like, we are working on Persona 6. Stop asking. I feel like I made that joke where it's called, I might be wrong, but I feel like I made that joke where it's just called the future of the Persona series, which, you know, not gonna lie, that might actually go kind of hard if that's what they end up calling Persona 6. The future of the Persona series. Oh man, imagine like what the subtitle for the inevitable re-release of the future of Persona series would be. The future of the Persona series refutured or something, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like it might be Persona 6 that will be announced first. Half-Life 3, they talk about like Half-Life 3, but that's it. They're just like, we don't know if it'll ever come out or something. We don't know when or if or whatever. Whereas Atlus is like actively talking about like, you know, working on it and stuff. More devs should start acting like the old Tekken dev. I'm not too familiar with the old Tekken dev. Care to share some examples? I think I've seen like a couple of like Twitter things from him, but I don't know too much about that guy. But I'm assuming that he's probably very open about like everything. So yes, please. The future of Persona 6 Revengeance. Reloaded. Resurrection. Electric Boogaloo. Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series and Knuckles. Come on, Atlas, make it happen, please, please. Grace our Steam libraries with that beautiful title right there. But yeah, dude, speaking of like the sales and stuff, and I touched on it very briefly. I guess we could talk about like the state of play or whatever. I know everyone was like talking about that, and there's a few things that were very interesting. I know it's not usually my thing, but I thought the God of War like prequel or whatever, like the side scroller prequel, was pretty cool. I also thought that, you know, I was really hyped when I saw that Metal Gear Solid 4 as well as Peace Walker are going to be in the Master Collection Volume 2 or whatever it's called. Like, it was inevitable. Of course they were going to make that happen. They were going to make that like work. I wish they added a few more games though. They probably could have added like a couple of more bonus games outside of Ghost Babel. They probably could have put like Acid 1 and 2. But 4 and Peace Walker is still a really good collection. That's still very, very solid. I haven't played Ghost Babel though, so I can't really say much about it. But those games, yeah, you are going to get a lot of playtime out of them. Something I'm a little worried about though is what are they going to do about like the online features? I could understand if they drop Metal Gear Online, new funky mode, exclusively on the Ouya. That would be the kicker right there. Everyone that invested in Ouya, like early on, would be really happy about that announcement. Could you imagine like the price of the Ouya just skyrocketing because of Persona 6 being exclusive to it? That would be the funniest thing to ever happen. Basically, old Tekken Dev said, I said, don't ask me for shit and sit the hell down with. Okay, yeah, I am totally for that. You know what that reminds me of? That sounds like I don't know if he was ever that open, but at least in regards to like his attitude with things, Hideki Kamiya. I love the way that Hideki Kamiya carries himself, like on Twitter and stuff. At least going off of the video that dude Nick Robinson did, he seems like a really nice person in person, but if you get on his bad side on Twitter, especially if you're like an American person talking English to him, it seems scary. That's why I follow him, but I never try to engage with anything he does. I don't want to be blocked by him. That's one of the few things I have to my name, is I'm not blocked by Hideki Kamiya just yet. Mark my words. So I'm gonna do something. It doesn't even have to be anything like that directly engages with his work, but I'll probably say something cool and just be like, I'll probably say like fucking Resident Evil 2 remake is better than the original. Then he'll probably like freaking block me or whatever. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 and Peace Walker. I don't think Metal Gear Online will make it. That probably will be cut from 4, but I'm a little worried about Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, if that multiplayer will transfer over, because Peace Walker is really like the multiplayer aspect of it. It is like a huge focus of the game. It's kind of like Portable Ops. Oh, that's another game that they probably could have thrown in there. Portable Ops. Why didn't they throw that in there? I know that like Hideo Kojima doesn't really care too much about that game, but I still feel like it's a really important like part of the Metal Gear series. Even if it isn't like a necessary part, it's still like it's still a game on the PSP. It came out before Peace Walker and pretty much just like, you know, set the stage for that game as well as 5. But yeah, I do hope that the multiplayer stuff is brought over. If it is, I might actually consider getting the Master Collection Volume 2, because, you know, I already own Metal Gear Solid 4. I own all of the Metal Gear games in some way, shape, or form. Back in the PS3 days, I actually bought the freaking the Legacy Collection, which I'm kind of glad I did, because that thing became quite the collector's item after the fact. Meanwhile, here I am just letting it freaking rot in some random Costco bin that I have in like my garage. But yeah, I have all the Metal Gear games, so I've never really been one to really care too much about getting these master collections, because I already have ways to play them. But, you know, Peace Walker's multiplayer is, I'm pretty sure, dead, or may as well be dead. It may as well be considered legally dead. But I'm sure if it is included with Volume 2, it will, like, you know, it will blow up, and people will be playing it, like, way more than, you know, currently right now. Peace Walker reminds me that Snake, probably all of them, are at least the same strength level as MGR Raiden, but they just aren't as flat. Yeah, you know, Big Boss, Solid Snake, all of them, they try to be very humble with their strength. Meanwhile, freaking Raiden's going crazy. He's like running up like freaking like Metal Gears and slicing them into bajillion pieces. Meanwhile, in his earpiece, the dude is just like creaming his jeans over how cool Raiden is. Buenas, llego el bilingüe. Hold on. Since I'm not playing a game, I could actually translate your stuff. Let's see, I'm gonna throw this into the translator. Translate. I've got this. Hello, the bilingual one has arrived. Hello! Soy Lobo 397. It's 3:49 a.m. here. Dude, Limon, how are you still awake? Bruh, this ain't worth it, man. A Wolf397 stream is never worth staying up until 3:49 a.m. Now, a VTuber stream, I might have to reconsider. You know, I was actually... I'm starting to get back into VTuber streamers now. Especially on TikTok. TikTok has me freaking nailed. They know I like VTubers, so they feed me shit like from like Hololive fans. They feed me Hololive official videos, and I also get like Japanese VTubers in my like the... I wouldn't, because I don't look through the live streams, like the live streams tab, but I do look like, you know, like through the For You page, and I just see like the occasional live stream pop up, and it's like 9 times out of 10 it's usually like a Japanese VTuber. So I found a few, and I know I found one earlier, and I was talking with them, and you know, I'm getting back into it. That's all I'll say. I'm becoming a huge simp again. Wasn't there that one stream where you started at like 2 a.m. and said you couldn't sleep or something like that? Yeah. There's been plenty of... Yeah, there... Starkiller knows. Starkiller's OG. You've been around for quite a long time to see that my insomnia has played a part in a few of these streams. Also, I freaking noticed that I have yet to end the poll for this. 67... Oh, shit! 67% of people said they didn't do anything for Valentine's Day. And you know what? Thank you for not doing anything for Valentine's Day, because we got ourselves a really, really cool percentage outcome right here, which means that only 33% said they did something for Valentine's Day, which includes me, but I can't vote for that, so but 6-7. You're gonna have to leave because of that? Damn, what? You're gonna leave because of Based? Come on, dude. Come on. Don't leave. At least leave if I do something cringe. Which, I mean, I guess I did do that. That is pretty cringe to some people. But it was funny. It was worth it. I'm doing very important things. Nothing. You know what? Sometimes doing nothing is very important. And, you know... It's very important to notice that having some days where you don't do anything is it's very healing. It's a very healing thing. You know, just waking up, you know, just sitting in bed, doing a little bit of a doom scroll, getting something to eat, and then just sitting there, maybe doing scrolling some more, maybe playing a game or watching TV or watching a movie. I feel like things like that are quite important. So Limon, keep doing that important thing, nothing, because you're gonna look back on this day in the future, and you're gonna think, damn, doing nothing that day actually helped quite a bit. It let me reset everything in my mind, and I could focus on everything else on another day. I remember I used to do a lot of stuff every day. I just especially when I was trying to do that film that I've talked about time and time again, Chips 3, in 2017. I remember I'd film with my friends, I'd drive back, and I'd start freaking editing stuff, and that I would do that freaking every day. If not filming every day, I'd at least edit every day. And of course, around that time, I was going to college and stuff, so I was just filming, I was editing, I was doing college work, I was going to college. It was madness. And God, I feel of course that stressed me out, and I feel like that stress, along with everything else that came with that, just it didn't really help that much. And it probably led to the dissolving of that project, that waste of time, pretty much. I do plan to potentially make a video talking about that, but yeah, for the most part, that was a huge waste of time. It was a huge waste of freaking how many years? 2 or 3 years of working on that. Imagine the guy who invented the number song by Logan Paul. Imagine the guy invented the number salt Logan Paul. We could just stop it there. I didn't even know. Did Logan Paul make a song? Is it cringe? Is it cringe? I mean, it's Logan Paul, so of course it's got to be cringe. You don't even have to answer that. But what was I talking about? I guess it is. Oh. Well, what a surprise, right? But we were talking about the state of play. We'll continue talking about that. We can move on from cringe, and yeah, I'm excited for the Master Collection. You were forced to watch that. Well, now I'm going to force you to have to not think about that anymore, because I don't want you to have to deal with your PTSD right now. Let's talk about fun video game stuff now. Master Collection was cool. Freaking dude, I don't know who was talking about. Because I had a stream, I think, the day before that, before the State of Play. It was the Mario Kart stream. Someone was talking about Castlevania. Whoever was talking about that, you got your wish granted, because we got a new Castlevania game, which, I think is cool, but, when I was watching it, I was honestly saying to myself, God, I hope this isn't a Metroidvania Castlevania. I hope this is just like the first 3, and Rondo of Blood, and then it showed the menu with it showed the map screen, and I was like, oh no, fuck. I don't have anything against Metroidvania things. I like Metroid. I liked the little time that I had with Symphony of the Night. I thought that was cool. But I'm just a retro gamer, dude, and I really do like just the you start at the beginning of the level, and you go to the end. I really like that. I like how simple, straightforward, and to the point it is. Hi, dumb user, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day. I had a poll about whether or not people did anything for Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, you got here when I ended that poll, but if you want to talk about anything you did for Valentine's Day, feel free to do so. Whenever you say I guess, it sounds like I guess from Persona 3. I think that too sometime whenever I say I guess. Yeah, I was thinking about that when I watched that. Emil is rolling. Oh, was it Emil that talked about that? Yeah, I could not remember that, but when I saw that on my screen, I'm like, dude, whoever was talking about that, that's for you, man. So, yeah, Congrats to them. And honestly, congrats to Castlevania. For the most part, it's just been like all of the re-releases, which I think is really cool, but people were really hungry for a new Castlevania game, me included. And even though I'm not like excited about Metroidvania stuff, you know, I might give it a look. You know, when it goes on sale, I'll probably take a look at it. In fact, if Castlevania collection, like the Castlevania collections are on sale, I might actually get them. Maybe the first one at the very least, but I was interested in Advance as well. I have some memories of the first GBA Castlevania. I think it's called Circle of the Moon or whatever. But that was like one of the first games I played on Game Boy Advance. So I'm definitely looking into trying to check that out again and see if it's as fun and as hard as I remember it. I feel like Metroidvania was so cool, but it became like, yeah, I really do feel like that. Honestly, a lot of games nowadays, they kind of have like that whole open world-ish sort of thing going on. And I don't know if I could really do it anymore. Like, I feel like the extent of that, for me, might be the Resident Evil games because of, like, I don't know. There's no leveling up in Resident Evil games. There's no having to, like, you know... Of course, with the modern ones, you do, like, light crafting, but it's really, really simple, and I was playing a lot of Resident Evil yesterday because I was getting footage. I talked about this before. I'm working on a Resident Evil video to sort of coincide with Requiem. So I was getting footage for that, and I was just like, you know, amazed by, like, how fast I was going through it. Like, I remember I was playing Resident Evil 2, and I clocked like 38 minutes that it took me to get to the first boss, the William Birkin boss, the first William Birkin boss. And I was like, damn, that is the fastest I've played this game so far. And of course, that could be chalked up to knowing the layout, knowing what you need to do, but like, I don't know if that's something that you could really do with like a Metroidvania game, because there's a lot of like leveling up and all that stuff. So I don't know, maybe I'm just getting a little tired of like open games like that. If not open world, but like semi-open world. I guess I'm kind of just craving like more straightforward, you know, dare I say, linear experiences. And it is kind of getting oversaturated, and not just by indie devs, but like developers in general. You know, they saw that it was a very, very, you know, lucrative, popular type of gameplay loop, and, you know, they capitalized on it, but I feel like it's too much capitalization right now. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. I had a lot of fun. I didn't do anything Valentine's Day, but I did hang out with my girlfriend yesterday, got sushi. I talked about it a lot already, so I won't bore everyone else with the needless details again. Went out for a poster, that's all. Oh yeah, the Frankenstein poster, right? Yeah. I'm not drawing a Valentine's Day piece. I won't finish it in time though. Damn. Sorry you won't be able to finish it, but hopefully by tomorrow you could get it done if it's what I think it is. It's looking good so far. Starkiller, yeah, Frankenstein free poster. Oh yeah. Giving out romantic, so I count it. Besides that, I tried for the first time? What? Really? Dude, what? How have you barely had In-N-Out for the first time ever? Like, you brought up In-N-Out, I just had that not too long ago. Dude, I also had In-N-Out recently. Can I be involved, you guys? Can I be a part of the group? But I actually did have In-N-Out recently for my birthday on the 12th. We went to go get In-N-Out, and I don't think I really talked about that. I wanted to share. I took pictures, you know, on the 12th as well as yesterday, but I can't. I'm having some like issues with my Instagram app. It won't let me post anything. Like, I remember I tried to post that Persona 3 portable reel, but every time I would try to, it would show the reel as black, so I wouldn't be able to post it. And the same thing goes for stories. Like, I can't post anything for stories. It just shows up as black and that's it. So I don't know what's going on with the app. I think I downloaded an update and it's just like fucked up. But yeah, I can't share anything. But I wanted to share the pictures that I took of my In-N-Out food that I had for my birthday. It was so yummy. I got a 3x3. with extra toasted bun and grilled onions. And I got animal style fries, and it was so yummy. And my beautiful girlfriend bought that for me, and I was very thankful, very, very, very happy. And then after that, we went to go get the cheesecake, which I told you guys about earlier. We got the cheesecake variety platter, which she also bought, and I'm very thankful for. I love you. If you're listening to this, I love you very much, and I will marry you someday. And then after, we went to stop by Taco Bell. How did I forget to talk about my own freaking birthday? But yeah, we went to stop by Taco Bell after getting the cheesecake, and I got myself a large Baja Midnight. She didn't buy that for me, but that's okay, because I said that I was going to pay for it. But yeah, that was a freaking, oh god, it went so hard. The Baja Midnight with the In-N-Out. Oh, chef's kiss, dude. Welcome to the club. It's decent. The animal fries are pretty good. Yeah, I was talking about that. I like how you guys were talking to each other, and now I'm just like butting in and just be like, I'm a part of everything now. It was good. Their pink lemonade and the fries were neat. Let's try not. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Instagram app, but I've noticed a few other people have had issues with it, and a few people have brought up that it's like they have a Samsung phone, so maybe it's just a Samsung issue for people not being able to post like anything on Instagram. So I don't know, maybe they'll roll out something eventually, but this is not the first time that I've had issues with Instagram. I know a few days before the whole black screen incident, I was having problems just launching Instagram, where it would load and then it would just like immediately kick me out, and then like my phone would be like, there is a bug with this app, uninstall it please. I'm like, no, what? No, there's no bug, what? And that's happened a lot of times before, like over the past few years, and I don't know what it is, because I never used to have issues like this with my old Galaxy phone. So I don't know, maybe it's just Instagram, maybe it is Samsung, I don't know, I don't really care. But anyways, going back to the state of play, the Castlevania game looks good. Definitely has me interested in playing more Castlevania. Also the freaking Silent Hill Townfall thing, dude, I'm digging it. It looks like a lot of fun, and also it's first person, which, dude, I am so freaking, I love first person horror games, at least the ones that I played. I love Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 8, it's okay, but I love Resident Evil 7. It's one of my favorite games of all time, probably my favorite Resident Evil game. I've put so many hours into that game, and I just like, I just love the way that first person feels, especially for like horror games. It just, I like being right there in the action. It does make it a lot more scary, a lot more heightened. And I liked PT. The one time that I played it before Konami just knocked it off the face of the earth, I love PT. And I'm really excited that Townfall is going to be first person. But also, it's something that I thought was really funny was I was looking into Townfall because I wasn't really keeping up with it, because they announced it 4 years ago. Jesus Christ. But they announced it 4 years ago, and I was like, all right, let them work on it. I'm not really going to pay attention. It seems like people are more focused on the Silent Hill 2 remake, and for good reason, because they actually had a lot going on with that. And yeah, and then when I heard talk about like the Silent Hill transmission, and I was like, oh, are they going to actually announce Townfall? I looked it up, and I was like, Silent Hill Townfall, what's it about? Are there anything that leaked out about it? And apparently there's a lot of rumors that were going around that Townfall was supposed to be a game without combat. Also that it was going to be a first-person game, which I was like, super happy about, but they were just rumors. But there were a lot of rumors, so that's what had me thinking that maybe this new Silent Hill game won't have any combat. And then when the trailer started, and it was going through everything, and then when I looked up Townfall, again, it was like a little bit before because I didn't get to see the state of play or the transmission live. I missed out on that. So I had to watch it, after the fact. Yeah, so I had that in the back of my mind. I'm like, oh, okay, so there's gonna be no combat. Are they gonna show any like gameplay? And they show the dude beating the shit out of monsters and like shooting guns at like the monsters. I thought that was so funny because of how wrong the rumors were, and I guess it just goes to show you that you shouldn't really trust any rumors, really, unless it's from a really, 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 really reputable source, which it's hard to say who's a reputable source. But yeah, excited for that game. Konami's got a huge slate of upcoming games that, damn, I'm surprised, but they're coming back after their pachinko shit. They managed to pull themselves back from the freaking brink of death, and they said, "Nah, we're not going to be the laughing stock anymore. We're going to give you guys some shit." And good for them, and good for Capcom, because Capcom's just been fucking the bangers. I forgot about Pragmata. That game I have the download for the demo on my computer. I have yet to play it, but that game looks cool too, and a lot of people are saying it's very good. It's a lot of fun. It harkens back to like the old 360 PS3 days. And I'm interested in checking it out. It looks like a lot of fun. DOA shocked me. Really? Last round? Dead or Alive 6. How long has that game been out for? I feel like it's... Oh, sorry. I feel like it's been out for a bit. Oh. My favorite junk food guru. Yeah, that's what it... Oh, dude. When I was watching that trailer for that game, and then it showed the photo mode, and then I forgot the character. I think it was Ayame or whatever. Like, it stopped they went into photo mode, and the characters were like, they were paused, right, in their animations. And then it showed them, like, moving the characters around, and they were moving like Ayame or whatever. And when they stopped moving her, literally, the only, because the characters have, physics properties on them, like their clothes move and all that. It's super cool. But the only thing that was moving on her body was her boobs after she stopped moving, after the person that was playing the game positioned her for the photo or whatever. And it was so funny. Oh, God. Dead or Alive, please never change. Please. It is the DOA thing. I still think about the freaking, I don't know what Dead or Alive game it was, but where it gave you the option to change the physics. And it was realistic, off, and I think one of the options was Dead or Alive, which just basically, the iconic bounciness of the Dead or Alive. I'm happy that that they're confident in what they're making, and they're willing to just be open and upfront about it. They're like, yes, our girls have huge tits and they will bounce. What of it? People are here for one of two things: the boobs or the gameplay, and we're gonna give them both. And you know what? I'm here for them. Koei Tecmo, I am on your side. I will fight for you to have your boobs in your games how you want. The Pachinko money was running out. Yeah, they did. The thing is, the thing that annoys everyone is that they had the capability to do this for the longest time, but they decided to try and cash in on Pachinko, and it didn't work out for them, and now they're crawling back to us. But I am happy that they are crawling back at all, because they could have doubled down and just fucking killed themselves, but they didn't. So credit where it's due. Good on Konami for figuring out that what they're doing is not liked by anyone, and it's not doing nothing for anybody. So yeah, thanks to them, we got some cool shit coming out. Never trust DMC6 rumors. Were there rumors for Devil May Cry 6? I know there was rumors for Resident Evil 5 because of that ESRB leak that came out, which yeah, we already talked about Resident Evil 5, and I already stated my stances on remakes, and I understand why people are getting... I'll just talk about it because, you know, not everyone saw the Mario Kart stream. I understand people getting tired of it. Getting tired of remakes. I'm personally starting to get tired of remakes as well. But, you know, at least in regards to, like, things like Resident Evil and Silent Hill. You know, we got the Silent Hill 2 remake. We got the Silent Hill 1 remake upcoming. We apparently got Resident Evil 5 coming up soon. It's fine if they at least have new games coming out alongside that. And also, a lot of these remakes do change up, you know, some of the gameplay. Like for Resident Evil 2 and 3, as well as Silent Hill 2, like the gameplay is different. It's not the same experience. Like it's following in the footsteps of the original games, but it's pretty much like a entirely new game. It's just a different take on everything, and that's something I appreciate. If they were to just remake everything and follow everything, you know, like to the T, like that would be cool, but also it would feel a little redundant. And you know, sometimes there is pluses to doing that, other times there's not, but I personally think it's kind of cool that, you know, we get these sort of reimaginings. Because, you know, it makes both of the games, the original and the remake, worth playing. Like for Resident Evil 2, like I played that recently, and it's quite different from the remake. I played the remake a lot, and playing Resident Evil 2, that was my first time ever playing through it fully. I remember playing it once on like the PlayStation Network, like on my PS Vita, but I never beat it. I don't even think I got out of the RPD. But it was different. It's so different, and plays incredibly different. The story is different, like in some ways. Some things are good in the original, and some things are good in the remake. You lose some things in between, and that's what makes them, you know, worth playing, the both of them. And it sucks that Capcom is not willing to, because you know, they said themselves that they, you know, they view the remakes as replacing the originals. So unfortunately, Capcom does not. They don't share the same sentiment as me, unfortunately. But something I did notice is that Capcom actually released the Dino Crisis games on Steam, which I was a little mad seeing that, because I bought the Dino Crisis games on Good Old Games when it was like $20 for like the set, and now they're being sold for like $5.99 each, or $4.99. So I wasted $10. Also making Yu-Gi-Oh! A bit more gacha. They started making full arts. The game needed it, though. Isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Technically a gacha from the very beginning? Because of, like, the card packs? Or am I wrong? I don't know. That's something that I always wondered about, like, card games and stuff. Because you get, like, the card packs, and technically that is gacha, right? Or you're, like, you know, buying a thing, and you don't really know what you're going to be getting until you, like, open the pack or whatever. You also have your joke rumors. That's true. Yeah. Hey, where's Persona 7 at? I didn't see that shit. I heard from a very reputable source, me, that Persona 7 would come out and would be announced this year. What the fuck? What the hell? Atlas, I hope your stock freaking tumbles to the ground. There are rumors for DMC, so like, That's funny that it's a DMC is also a Capcom thing. So I don't. Did some like Capcom quote unquote leaker come out and say like these things are going to be announced? Because damn, yeah. But I don't know. Devil May Cry 5. It's been a while since that game came out. So maybe I guess some people were, you know, hoping for that to be announced or something. I don't know why, but it still feels like it'd be too soon. But that's just me. That might just be me. That was because I'm really DMC pilled right now. Dude, can't blame you. DMC is pretty good. I played Devil May Cry 1 last year, just on a whim. I just like, you know what? I'm going to just download the Devil May Cry collection. It's been sitting in my Steam library for ages. It's still there, I think. Did I delete it, actually? I'm just curious. Did I get rid of the Devil May Cry collection, or is it still on my computer? Because if it is, then I'll definitely just play Devil May Cry 2 just for funsies. Yep, it's still here. Yeah, I just downloaded it on a whim, the HD collection, and I played DMC 1, and that game's fun. That game kicked ass. I'm sure Devil May Cry 3 blows it out of the water, and 4, and maybe 5. I have those two as well. Play 2. It's a funny game. I was about to say. That's a great way to put it. It's a funny game. I played 2 back in the day. Same thing with 1. I played Devil May Cry 2 when I was a little youngin', when I was a wolf 1, 2, 3. And I remember liking Devil May Cry 2. And as I got older, I stuck true to that sentiment. I was just like, I like DMC too. So whenever like my friends or whatever would bring it up and clown on it, it'd be like, come on, it's not that bad. And they're just like, dude, you played it when you were like 6 years old. You did not understand like the horrendous nature that Devil May Cry 2, like, you know, like holds in itself. I'm like, yeah, but I liked it when I was a kid, so it's got to be good. And yeah, I haven't played Devil May Cry 2 since then, so I don't know if it will stand the test of time. But I hear a lot of things about it. I hear a lot of I won't say what things, but I hear a lot of things about 2. Are very hit or miss to me. Yeah, like P3R. I love P3R. I clown on it from time to time, like that Persona 3 Portable video, the one about the FEMC that I put out recently. Dude, that video is tearing people apart on Instagram because I don't think it's solely due to it, but in the description for that video I said like because I was just like making fun of the video, the gameplay for Persona 3 Portable. I'm just like, oh, it's just like it's just like a PowerPoint slideshow, or it's just like me like making a pink dot in Photoshop and just moving it around with my mouse cursor. And everyone is just tearing people apart. Everyone's hating on Reload. Everyone's hating on Persona 3 Portable. It's, you know, it's the typical Persona fan reaction. Everyone's just killing each other in the comments for a Persona 3 video. That's how it always is. That's how it always devolves to that. And in fact, I've always wanted to make a video about like the weird nature that like Persona 3 has, because there's no right or wrong way to play it. It's so divisive. But I personally love Persona 3 Reload, and I feel like it replaces the original Persona 3 Fest for me, and Portable. I mean, Portable was, you know, Portable is unique. I feel like Portable is like, it's worth playing, but I wouldn't say it's the only way you should play. I feel like it should be a complement to Reload or Fest if you're one of those people. But yeah, I like Reload, and it you know, I say that it's the best version of Persona 3 that we got right now. It's not the most complete, but I feel like it's the best. Guess what's on the remake chopping block, y'all? Isn't God of War 3? Yeah, dude, that is weird. I don't know what they're gonna. I wonder if they're gonna keep the same core gameplay, or if they're gonna try and like fit it into the gameplay of the new God of War games. I don't think they'll do that, especially since they're going so far as to have the original voice actor, which I thought was really cool. I'm glad that, you know, dude, that guy is so charismatic. I don't care about God of War, but I couldn't help but cheese throughout the entirety of his like portion of the state of play thing. He's got a way with words. He makes me want to play it, kinda. He's got me excited, especially if it means I get to hear more from him, because he's a cool guy. I like him a lot. Let's see. Wolf's Kingdom Hearts curse is getting more real, because apparently there might... What? No way. What? A Kingdom Hearts 1 remake? Dude, everything but Kingdom Hearts 4, am I right? Everything but Persona 6, am I right? It really is. Like, we got those screenshots when they canceled the mobile game, but I really don't think they're ever gonna do anything with Kingdom Hearts 4. God, that game really is cursed. I'm sorry, I should have never played Kingdom Hearts 1 that one time. That was a horrible mistake on my end. You know, remind me to never play anything from Square Enix, or I might just ruin everything. But as far as I think, it would have been cool to have those remastered PS4, PS5. Honestly, I just wish, like, you know, developers felt the same way. Developers, publishers, studios, etc. I just wish we could just have everything just available. Like, going back to the Resident Evil games, like, those games aren't yet available, like, on like the original Resident Evil games, are not yet available on things like, they're not available on Steam. They might be, especially with Dino Crisis being put on there recently. They're not available on Steam. They're not available on Xbox. They're not available on, like, you know, the Switch. Going back to FES, I don't really care too much about Persona 3 FES anymore, but I just wish that it's available for everyone. I just wish that, you know, for some people that are into Persona 3 FES or into, like, the old games, that they should make the effort and just bring it over. Like, I don't think it could be that hard, right? To bring over something as simple as like a PS1 or like a PS2 game like that and just make it available for everybody. It's, you know, I wouldn't say it's free money, but it probably doesn't take too much effort, especially compared to making like a whole ass remake for a game. Like, just put the games out. Just everyone, you know, there's someone out there that is willing to play it. Olivia, yeah, I love him too. He's so cool. Would you rather have no port or really bad port on release Steam P3P? Yeah, Persona 3 Portable on Steam it's a bit divisive. But honestly, if I'm just gonna say it, I feel like any port is probably better than nothing at all. Because at least for PC, you do get, like, you know, the amenities that come. The amenities, I think, is like my favorite word. I feel like I've used that word like twice this week, at least in regards to like live streaming. But, you know, at least for PC players, you get the opportunity to be able to you know, augment that with mods and stuff. And there have been some good ports, like Persona 4 Golden. That is an amazing port. That is incredible. And apparently the team that did that port, it wasn't even that many people. So, like, the effort is minimal compared to like a remake, so I don't know what's stopping people. I don't know. I'm not a game developer, so I don't really know too much about these things. So I am just talking about it my ass, like, but I could be wrong. Get ported or if they gold if it is. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, at least we do have portable, like Apollon was saying. We do have that version. Even though I feel like the only reason they put portable up on consoles is because, you know, it has the female protagonist, and that's not in Reload. So if anyone wanted to play as the femc, they could do it there through portable. But yeah, I just wish that they did both. FES, I feel, still doesn't really get, like, it shouldn't get forgotten about. That's where Reload stems from, and I'm sure some people would be interested in trying it out. And, of course, the people that love FES over anything in the world, they would appreciate it. And, damn, we went so far off of the state of play. But, yeah, let's go back to that. There's still a couple of games that I would want to talk about. The God of War 1, 2, and 3 remakes. That's kind of interesting. I'm probably going to be in the minority. I think that's good that they're remaking it. I wish that, you know, it was just remastered and that's it. I don't know, were 1, 2, and 3 ever remastered for PS4? Because if so, then maybe it might be a bit redundant, because I know that those games exist on the PS3, as well as, well, 1, 2 are on the Vita, 3 is not on the Vita, but if they are on PS4, then maybe it might be a little redundant. I hate Atlas. Me too. I hate Atlas as well. Heart emoji. I guess that's just something that's going to happen. No developer or studio is going to be perfect in that regard. You know, we get cool things like the 4 Golden remaster, and we get, you know, all the games brought over to like other consoles besides PlayStation. That's great. I even though I feel like Sega probably was the one that like had to bend their arm for that, it's still great that we got all those games ported everywhere, because, you know, that means everybody could enjoy them. That's a good thing. Being able to spread that out is, you know, the best possible thing. It widens your audience, and which means more money. Reason why it was because they couldn't reverse engineer the source code. Really? Since that engine FES was made on... What? No. Is that true? Wait, Starkiller, what did you hear about that? What? Dude. That is crazy. This is my first time ever hearing about that, but if that's the case, yikes. Yikes. Well, hey, at least they didn't really half-ass it in that regards then, because, yeesh, they could have done a lot worse than with Reload. They hit it out of the ball with that. If anything, that's a good excuse for a remake. They couldn't remake it. They couldn't figure out the source code or whatever. So, thank you, whoever threw away the source code, never to be seen again. Wish I could find the source, but I don't know. It's linked to an interview, I want to say. I feel like, though, I don't know, because they probably could have, like, you know, took the easy way out and just, like, they didn't have to, like, make all the models and, like, the environments and stuff. I feel like that might be just, like, a partial reason. Like, I wouldn't say it's probably the reason, but it might have been a piece of the reason as to why they wanted to do Reload. I personally think that the reason they wanted to remake Persona 3 was because it's like the oldest modern game, and also, you know, the the party system is a little, you know, I personally don't have anything against the tactic system. I'm also not for it. I'm not thinking it's the best thing since sliced bread, but I'm not against it. I'm just kind of like neutral. Like some people are just like, dude, having to use it's so dumb. Like, the AI sucks. They don't know what they're doing. It's like, I never really had that issue. Honestly, I rarely used the tactics. Like, sometimes I would like put Yukari or like whatever to like focus on healing, but you know, it never really was an issue to me. I was able to play the game just fine. And back then I was kind of like, wow, this is kind of cool that I don't have to worry about anybody but myself. But of course now I would prefer to be able to, you know, control parties. But yeah, I don't know. That'd be a hard sell for people, I guess, nowadays. The tactics system. Even though people were so just like, they're just like, you gotta have the tactics. What? You can't do that without Persona 3. Weren't the models just taken? No, they were actually recreated. That's something that we noticed pretty early on, especially with that leaked trailer. The leaked trailer, you know, that was more than enough. Like, we looked at the Aegis model and we're just like, that looks very different from Persona 3 dancing. Like, that was the, pardon me, I gotta fix my, sorry, I fix something really quick. My hair is getting in the way. There we go. Alright, put my earbuds in, but yeah, that was our expectations with 3 dancing. We thought that that was like an excuse for them to like make models and like areas from like Persona 3 for use in the remake, but they never used any of that, at least as far as I know. They didn't use the models. I don't know if they ever used like the dorm or anything outside of that, but yeah, those models, pretty much that whole game is just separate from Reload. Like, it has nothing to do with it. So I don't know, unless maybe it is like the same models and they just touched it up a little bit, but as far as I know, they are different. They are like 100% different. Damn, what else was I going to talk about? I know, what else was there? I know the John Wick game looked pretty cool. I'm kind of excited that they were able to get Keanu Reeves, but I guess it wasn't that hard to convince him because he was in Cyberpunk. So he was probably down for it. He's like, yeah, I did Cyberpunk. I don't really mind doing it as long as you don't fuck up everything and then have to like spend 3 years getting it like to the point where everyone's like, this game's not that bad anymore. The Made in Unity. Wait, was that game made in Unity? If so, I wouldn't be surprised. I know Soul Hackers 2 was made in Unity, which that reminds me, I gotta play Soul Hackers 2. That is also still on my computer. I remember wanting to remote play that game, but my computer just was being shit at like Steam remote play, so I never got a chance to do so. But now that I have like my cool monitor and stuff, maybe I should just play it this way, like, you know, sitting down with the whole, you know, controller and all that, just playing it. You need to. Soul Hackers 2? Yeah, I know. Dude. Soul Hackers 2 is one of like my biggest regrets ever. I don't know what I was thinking paying $90 for that game on release date. Like, I know I really wanted to freaking I wanted to like play through that whole game and play it like on release date, but God, it was not worth it. It was not worth it at all. It was not. And I regret. And then I see like it on sale for like $10 or whatever for not just the game, but like the freaking the whole shebang. You get like that in the season pass. I'm just like, God, I could have got this for $80 less, but whatever. Live and learn. I learned from that point that I should never buy anything full price ever. I think the last game that I bought full price, or close to full price, I think it might have been $20, like 20% off, was Resident Evil 4. Like, that game was on sale, and I got it like months after it came out, but I made sure to not get that full price at all. No siree. I did spend the same on Sparking Zero in that game. Yeah, we all have our regrets when it comes to modern gaming. It's hard paying full price for anything. Like, literally Soul Hackers 2 I think might be the last game I bought full price. Along with like, you know, the season pass, like the whole like premium edition. I went like whole hog and got that whole thing, and I regretted it. And I think that's one of the reasons why I don't really buy things full price anymore. I wait until sales. I'm excited for Resident Evil 9, but I'm not buying that day one. No, I'm not buying that full price. I won't buy Pragmata full price. I won't buy Silent Hill 1, Townfall, or any of that. None of that's being purchased for 70, 60, whatever the asking price is. No, I cannot be convinced at all. You spent over 100 plus on SMT on release for the fall. Yeah. I know. But hey, at least I got some cool stuff with that. Like, I got the bag, which I don't use. I got the art book, which I don't use. I got the box that I don't use. And I am pretty much past, like, I talked about it in the, I forgot, I think it's the PC, physical PC games, video. I'm past, like, buying, like, the Atlas special editions. I remember I wanted to buy, like, all of the Atlas physical special editions, but, you know, room, like, space in my home is like it's a commodity. I gotta be very, very, you know, specific with what I use space for. Because I could always get like a bigger hard drive, but I can't get a bigger house, you know? At least not that easily. If anyone wants to contribute to Wolf397's mansion GoFundMe, please do so. I did spend, okay, I read that, But yeah, I don't think I could really do it anymore. I can't really do physical special releases anymore from Atlas. I do consider, I have considered buying, like, you know, more physical Atlas games. Like, I know Persona 3 Reload was really cheap for PS5. I almost bought it from Walmart. I think it was like $20 or something, but I decided against it. I don't know why, because $20 for Reload, even if it's not on PC, is still a freaking steal. But pay like $230 for my Cuphead Collector's Edition, and I kind of regret it due to the shipping and quality, kind of. Really? $230 is a lot. Did it actually Did it actually come with Cuphead? Like the actual Mr. Cuphead himself? Risking myself again with the Requiem. Pre-ordered it. Yeah, whoa, really? Okay. I won't judge you, Emersona, though. I can't judge anyone for, you know, what they do. At all, with their own money. Hi and happy Valentine's Day. Good to see you. Hope you had fun today. Whether with your significant other or alone. I hope you had a great day. Saturday too, you know. It is Saturday. It's a holiday for everybody. I hope you had a great time. I had a great time yesterday. I didn't do anything today because my girlfriend's busy. But yesterday we went and had dinner. We had sushi. and then we had some cheesecake after. It was yum-tacular, and I got to spend time with her, and it was really nice because I love her very, very much. Bayonetta 3 Collector's Edition was a bad one for me, even though the art book isn't... Yeah, I don't know. I can't do special editions anymore. Not just for Atlas, but I think just in general. I think I'm over the fad. Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know. Am I getting old? I don't find any value in these things anymore. The whimsy is all gone. It's just like, just give me the game, give it to me digitally. That way I don't have to waste any space in my house or whatever. And I'm all good. I'm all good. As long as we don't get rid of physical games though, because, you know, we should give people options. But yeah. I have to wait for sales now. And speaking of like Silent Hill, there was a pretty good Silent Hill sale recently. For $60, you were able to get Silent Hill 2 Remake and Silent Hill F. For just that. And those two games are currently on sale individually. But you know, you still have to pay more than $60. But the thing that pissed me off about that sale, the $60 sale to get both, is just like, you could buy that and get that for $60, but you couldn't buy them individually and get them for like $35 if you wanted. Like, say if you were only interested in F and you didn't want to get 2 Remake, you couldn't just get F for $35. You had to get both of them for $60. And granted, they are good games, but some people, you know, just options. We need options. Options are great for people. Wasn't expecting this to be the stream of all of us confessing our sins. Hey, this is a safe space, everybody. If you wish to tell me all about your horrible purchasing decisions, please do so. I'll even share one that's not related to video games. I mean, it's partially related to video games. I remember one time, this is a really, really bad purchasing decision, by the way. Do not replicate what you're about to hear. One time, I don't know if I shared the story, but back in like 2020... late 2020, early 2021. I think I might be wrong. I don't know. Around that time, though. You know, the whole GPU thing was going crazy. Everyone was, like, you know, scrambling to get a GPU. They were so expensive. They were all sold out. People were scalping them. It was madness. And I remember I came across this random... I was like looking on Google, and I was like trying to find like GPUs and stuff, graphics cards. And then while looking through Google, I came across this random website. I won't say what the website is because you know, that would lead to doxing the person. But there was this website of this dude selling like PC parts. He was selling like pre-made PCs, selling PC parts, and he was also selling pre-orders for GPUs, and one of them was a AMD GPU. I forgot which one it was, but it was like equivalent to like the 30 series, like around that. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to get a AMD GPU, but I think this might be my only shot. And he was offering pre-orders, and I didn't need anything fancy, so I got like the lower end GPU. And it was $600 for the pre-order, which would have paid for everything. And then I was just like, okay, all right, I was doing that. And at that time, I was making pretty good money. So I was kind of comfortable doing that. And I know it was a risky endeavor because this was just like some random website, some random dude that was offering this. And, you know, I did look through like his website and his YouTube channel, Twitch and all that. And he seemed mostly reputable. Like, you know, he would like stream himself building PCs and like sending them off to people, and he would get like phone calls from people, and he would like call his customers to like tell them like, all right, I'm gonna send out your GPU, do you want a specific color, or, you know, stuff like that. So I looked at that, I'm like, okay, I guess I could trust this guy. And then I put down the $600 and made my pre-order. And then time passed. A lot of time passed, and you know, I noticed I had not got like an email or whatever that my GPU was going to be shipping out, and I was just like, okay, what the fuck's going on? And you know, things got really out of hand. a lot of people were speaking up and saying, yeah, my GPU hasn't shipped out yet. What the fuck? It's been like a year or two or something. Are you going to do anything? And then, you know, it just kept getting worse and worse. He ended up like freaking like shutting down his website. And then I remember just looking up randomly one day, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to look up this guy. It's been like 2 years or whatever, 2 or 3 years. And I looked him up, and apparently this dude got sued by like a bunch of people that were like his customers that were like wronged by him, that like bought GPUs or other parts that didn't ship out, and like they sued his ass to oblivion. And I remember seeing this. I'm like, dude, no way. And like yeah, he apparently this dude was like he was a well-known like con man in like the field. And I guess I just didn't really do my research that well. I didn't really look this guy up. And apparently this is not his first time, his first rodeo stealing from PC, the PC community, the PC market. And I remember I was looking at that little news source, and I saw that like you could if you were wronged by this guy, you could become a part of the lawsuit. And I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, I had to go through like this freaking this like courthouse website or whatever, and it was like in a different state. I think I won't say what the state was, but I remember doing that, and I had to like email like the lawyers and the attorneys and stuff. I'm like, hello, my name is Wolf297. I got wronged by this guy. Can I please be a part of this? And then I sent it out, and they're just like, yeah, unfortunately, because apparently this news article was put out like a year or two after the fact, after I found out about it, and they're just like, yeah, unfortunately everything has kind of like, you know, like cleared, like, you know, the guy was sued, he's, you know, paying reprimands and all that, and you know, everything's done, so unfortunately we can't put you onto the list or anything. And I was like, damn, I could have got my $600 back. But yeah, you know, moral of the story is don't go on random websites you find on Google and give them your money. It was an expensive lesson, but it's a lesson that I learned, and it's a funny lesson too, especially now that, like, you know, that I learned that dude got sued to hell and back. But yeah, that's a very embarrassing story. But I have never shared that before, at least, you know, as far as I could remember. But there you go. There you go. If you want to make fun of me for that, feel free to do so. Came with a marionette, Cuphead, and a show box. It was mainly due to a music box no longer working well for me. At least the box is good for some story. Yeah, some of these special editions do come with some cool boxes. Like, I know the I think like the multi-platform Persona 5 Royal special edition box. I think that one looks cool because it's like a treasure chest, whereas like the other special edition boxes that I got, like I got the original Persona 5 special edition, and I also got the first Persona 5 Royal special edition when it was just only for PS4. And those boxes are boring compared to like the box that comes with the multi-platform special edition one. And I feel really, really burned about that. I'm like, damn, like, these kind of suck. Like, of course they are pretty good for stuff like, you know, storage, like you said, but I'm not doing anything with the innards of these boxes. I kind of just got these boxes and I don't do anything with like the bat. Like, I haven't used the Persona 5 bag. I haven't used the Morgana plushie. Like, I've done nothing with these. Like, I wore the Persona 5 Joker mask from the Persona 5 Royal Special Edition once, and that was it. I don't do anything with these little knickknacks. I think that's also one of the reasons I don't really do anything with special editions. I don't get them because it's not worth it. They come with cool things, but it's like, what am I going to do with them after? If I, you know, Emersona, piggybacking off of your comment about Modern Warfare 2, you know, I could justify getting like a freaking like night vision goggles like from the Modern Warfare special edition. That's actually cool. That actually has some use outside of like, you know, being a fan of the game series that you're buying the special edition from. We went from a GPU crisis to now a RAM crisis. Yeah, I know, dude. I remember when RAM used to be really, really cheap. And no joke, before the RAM crisis happened, a little bit before it, I was actually considering getting some more RAM for my computer, because currently I have 32, but as you guys know, I do video stuff. I said do. I do video stuff, so having the extra RAM can be quite nice and very, very, beneficial, because, I get to have like all the footage cached, and that means it doesn't, have to slow down my computer. It makes things faster. For video games and stuff, having more than like 32 is overkill. Even 32 is kind of overkill in some ways. But yeah, I was considering RAM, but not anymore. That's for certain. 4 games is crazy, but I can't say shit, honestly. I have worse other stuff. Persona. Yeah, we all have our regrets, but that's okay. Could have gotten a little. Yeah, I know. It happens. Like Starkiller says, I could have gotten something if I'd learned about this, if I had known about this, but yeah, I didn't know that there was like a class action lawsuit against this guy. I don't know if it's a class action lawsuit, but I don't know if it reaches that point, because it's just like an individual. It's just a bunch of people coming together for a lawsuit. I don't know. Would that count as a class act? I don't know. But I could have gotten something, but, bygones be bygones. I can't let it haunt me when I'm trying to go to sleep anymore. Don't buy another game, Persona. Don't do it. Look at your Steam collection. Look at your PlayStation Network collection. Look at your Xbox collection. Look at your Switch collection. Look at all those games that you have yet to play, my dude. Please, don't buy another game. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't make your backlog any bigger. Who knows? You might not play this game. You never know. Seaba's 2 what? Dude, I have like fuck that. I think I have like 100-ish games, or like 200. I was looking at my my game count right now, but I'm in a Steam family right now, so it includes the games from other people that are in my family, which includes my friend who has a shit ton of games. So I looked at my game number, and it's like, it's literally at over 1,000 games. And trust me, I'm sure all of those games belong to him, but 200 games is a lot. And there's never nothing. It's the same problem that we had with satellite TV, with DirecTV and Dish and stuff. 500 channels, but there's nothing to watch. There's just too much. And I don't know why that is. I really don't know why. I mean, I've played like Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2. I played a lot of those games over again. I think it's just like, I don't know, it's just like almost like a comfort game. It's just like something I know that I'm gonna like. It's something that I'm familiar with, something I'm good at. So I don't know. Maybe that's why I just like playing the same games over and over again. It's just something, I know. Something that, I don't have to really think too much about. I don't have to worry about, like, witnessing the story. I could just let my eyes glaze over and just go through Resident Evil 2 again. Wish I could have gotten Sonic Mania Collector's Edition. Oh, isn't that the one that has, like, the big ring or something? The big golden ring? My biggest regret from P5R is not getting the Japanese magazine thing that has Joker, Kasumi, and a catchy PS4 theme. Huh. Japanese magazine theme? Like Famitsu Japanese magazine? Or what do you mean? Sorry, I don't know too much about like that. I use it for trinkets that I get from my orders or things I collect. It's on its own shelf. That's why it's useful, cool for me. You're supposed to insert. You should show us your trinket collection, please. I'd like to take a look at it. I could scrutinize every single thing and be like, interesting. I see. That is another Deltarune trinket right there. Ooh, that is a Shin Megami Tensei trinket. Stuff like that. I have an embarrassing low amount, which is just 5, and one of them is Sonic Forces, and yet I still kick myself that I didn't get it refunded when I could have been. That's how it be. Yeah, I heard Sonic Forces is hella short. Like, I heard, like, the levels are, like, no joke, like, maybe 30 seconds long, which, I mean, when you think about it, Sonic, it's really hard to make long levels for a game where the character is going really, really fast, because you know, you have to take into account like, you know, distance, you have to take into account like speed, and also, you know, you can't like have just like a literal like empty world, like an empty white world with just like a black, like, I don't know, a black ground for him to like run across. Like you have to have like, you know, set dressing and all that. Like it must take a lot of like effort to be able to make a Sonic level that's longer than like a minute or whatever. Yeah, we are living in the recession crisis. We are. It's pretty bad. Honestly, I feel kind of guilty in regards to buying anything that's not like, you know, something that's, you know, needed. Like buying a game or whatever, even if it's cheap, like Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. I still feel kind of guilty just like putting my money towards that or something else. Like, you know, I feel like I could just probably be putting it to better use or whatever. Like, you know, food or something, but then I have to remind myself that there's nothing wrong with like buying something that's not really unneeded as long as it makes me happy. And I feel like, you know, we should all think about that. You know, it's good for our sanity, I guess you could say. P5 vaccine was an exclusive to the Japanese Persona. Wait, that released alongside Royals Rich. Wait, there was a Japanese Persona magazine? Nani? What? This was my first time hearing about it. I think. I might be wrong. Is it like the Persona Stalker Club or whatever that was called? I don't know. I might be wrong, but damn, that's kind of cool. Persona's got its own magazine? I think I know what you're talking. I don't know what Starkiller's talking about. Please enlighten me. Actually, I'll just look it up myself. Do not worry. Persona magazine Royal Persona magazine 2019. Oh, there it is. It's on the Megami Tensei wiki. Is an irregularly serialized magazine released by Atlas. We notice you're using an ad blocker. Yeah, I know. Of course, I have to. You want me to get freaking viruses or whatever? Damn, there was one released in 2024? Damn, what? Okay, you know what? I don't know if I've heard about it, but it definitely does sound familiar. Huh. Features interviews with the staff regarding the release of Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment. First release was in November 2011. Wow. So this has been going on for literally 13 years. Damn. I feel like we're oh shoot. So 2019 for Persona 5 Royal, 2019 and 2020, there was a 5-year. That is definitely irregular. Okay, so that's probably why I don't hear too much about it, because it doesn't happen too often. Doesn't Akira cross-dress? He does. I don't know if he does in the Persona magazine. Let me check. I don't see him cross-dressing here. Damn it. I have this boner for no reason now. What? But yeah, he does. He does cross-dress in the Persona 5 dancing game, if that's what you're talking about. But yeah, outside of that, I don't think he does. Maybe he does in Persona 5 Royal, like if there's like some outfits or whatever. Dude, I was speaking of Persona 5 Royal, I was actually considering replaying that game again. I was considering replaying Persona 5 Royal, but I was also thinking about, instead of doing that, playing Strikers instead. Strikers and Tactica, because I have yet to play those. I own them. I bought them for Steam last year. But I just haven't played them because, you know, of course, I barely play games. I barely play the games that I buy, and I just barely play games in general. But I've been interested in Strikers for a while, and I remember having it for PSN, because it was like one of those games that you got for free, one of the months, I believe. And I remember not doing that. I remember because I don't have PSN, or PS Plus, I should say. My bad. PS Plus. I just remember not, you know, playing it because I don't know. I just have issues with this. Steve needs more love. Yeah, it really does. It needs more love. It needs more love in general, as well as, you know, I know the Persona concert is already old news. Everyone's kind of stopped talking about it. I stopped thinking about it already. You know, I remember for a solid 2 weeks, I was just thinking about the Persona concert day in and day out, and I would see like reels and stuff from like mutuals, or just seeing it on like my For You page. And they're just like, take me back, and it'd be like a concert footage of like the person that posted that video at the Persona concert. Just feel, God damn, I wish I'm back there too. But they didn't play any Strikers music. They played, apparently they played a Tactica song, Persona 5 Tactica song, which was pretty surprising because, you know, no one thinks about Persona 5 Tactica, even though I think it's a really, really cool game idea. It's a really cool game idea, because I might just have a little bit of a bias because of, you know, Devil Survivor. I really liked Devil Survivor, and it kind of reminds me of that. It also kind of reminds me of, what's the game? Just going off of like, you know, general, just like the little tidbits of gameplay that I've seen of it. It kind of reminds me of like games like XCOM and the Mario plus Rabbids game. Games, I should say. There's 2 of them now. But yeah, I would like to check out Tactica. And also, I'm a real big fan of the art style. It's pretty, it's very cute. It's very, very dynamic. And I really like the way that the characters are portrayed in that art style. And also, I think the character, the new character that they introduced, is super cool. Like, she's got like her freaking, like her staff, her cool pink hair, and I'm digging that. It's awesome. I need to play those games. Maybe I should just play that instead of playing Persona 5 Royal again, even if I've never played Royal. Royal has been in my life for like freaking ever. I got the freaking game. I got the original PlayStation 4 release. I haven't played it. It's just existing in my life. And now I have it digitally, and it's just like, I still have yet to play it, but whatever. Let me pre-order it a few days ago. You wait, what? You pre-ordered Persona 5 Strikers? Now? In the year of our Lord 2026, you pre-ordered Persona 5 Strikers. Unless you just mean you bought it. Which I think might be the case, because I don't think that they're re-releasing Strikers right now, at least. I don't know. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will do that. And back in 2021. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. That's what you meant. All right, true. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I pre-ordered Soul Hackers 2. I know I bought it, but I don't know if I pre-ordered it or if I bought it the day it released. But yeah, I'm kind of in that same field as well through the digital deluxe version. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, but hey, that's par for the course for all of us. You know, you seen Emersona's got like a bunch of games in their Steam library. I got a lot of games in my Steam library. You know, we just buy games and we never play them. That's just the way of the world, man. That's how it is. And unfortunately, that's how it's always going to be, because there's just so many games coming out now. It's so hard trying to figure out what I should dedicate my time to, especially now. You know, I hate to get existential, but like I'm getting older. I really don't feel like, you know, I am young as hell. Even though I may be 31 now, but I still feel really old. And because of that, it's just like, it doesn't really feel like I have that much time left. I don't know why. I hope I don't jinx myself saying that. I hope I don't like choke on a chicken bone or something. I know I'm barely 30, but it feels like it. That's just what I'm saying. I'm going off of like vibes right now. It just feels like I'm super old. And that because of that, I need to dedicate my time specifically to a game that I feel is worth it, which, you know, I say that even though I'm not playing any of the Persona like spin-off games, but yeah, I don't know why I feel like that. Maybe it's just because, like I said, there's just so many games coming out, and it's just like, you know, just information overload almost, where it's just like there's all these games, all these cool games, I should say. You're barely 30. I'm old. Well, how old are you? I don't think you're older than me, right, dumb user? Or not? Are you? You don't have to dox myself, but if you want to, feel free to say how old you are. You don't even have to say like a number. You can just say like, I'm older than you, or I'm younger than you, or something. But yeah, I always assume that you're younger than me. I assume that for pretty much everyone that watches me. was making a joke. Are you now? Are you making a joke? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Now I feel like, you say that, you say I'm making a joke. I mean, now I feel like you have to come clean with us. How old are you? Like I said, you don't have to say your age or anything, but you could just say if you're younger or older than me. I feel like you need to do it now. You don't understand it. Sorry. I don't understand anything. The only thing I understand is that you're dancing around the subject right here. You're dancing around this question that I'm giving you. How old are you? Tell me. Are you older or younger than me? Please, no, tell me. You can make it easy. You're young? I don't know why I don't believe that. I don't believe that. No, I'm going to have to see some identification. Turns into Discord. You have to give me your ID right now so I can understand. Not young as fuck. Yeah. To be expected. I feel like a lot of the people, especially the people in regards to like Megaten and stuff, I feel like the people that like Megaten and hang out in my streams or whatever, they tend to be on the older side, which is to be expected because, I guess I just attract that, I guess. That isn't a... Yeah. True. Holy shit, have we been going for... Okay, we have been streaming for a lot longer than I thought. For an hour and 45 minutes, so I think... What time is it right? What the fuck? It's midnight? It's past... Okay, alright, we're gonna have to cut it here. I haven't even like really ate that much or anything, so I'm gonna have to cut it here so that way I could do things. I still have to record some more Resident Evil footage, so we're gonna have to cut the stream here. I'm sorry. But like I usually say, if there's anything that you need me to address, if there's anything in regards to like age or whatever, if you need me to state whether or not you're old or young, based off of information that you divulge to me, anything like that, if you need me to give any more remarks on the state of play or whatever, please speak now or forever hold your peace. This Discord got me this time. Hey, Discord is fucking stupid for doing that. Hey, fuck Discord. All my homies hate Discord. Stunt Race FX. Dude, you kid, but that game looks like fun. I'm not gonna lie. I want to play more retro games, baby. I'm a retro boy at heart. One question, hit me. Literally hit me, beat me up. I'm in my late 100s. Yeah, Starkiller, you're pretty young. Damn. Going off of your chat messages, Starkiller, I would have pegged you as at least 250, but late 100s? Damn. Buy Atlas game or save money? What Atlas game? All right, dumb user, hold on. Before we jump to conclusions, what is the Atlas game? I can't. I don't know if you stated in the chat already, but we need to know. Before we jump to any conclusions and give an answer, or like anything like that, we need to know. What is the Atlas game? Please, Emersona, let us know. So that way we could give a fair assessment of this situation. I will wait. This is silly. But, going off of just... Okay. P3 reload again. P3P. P5 Tactica. Catherine. Wait, hold on. Are you buying all of these together? Hold on, dumb user. I have to ask beforehand. If it's all together, then I don't know. Maybe we could leave out reload. Just one. Oh, okay. P3R again. What was the console that you bought Persona 3 Reload on originally? And what's this console that you're gonna buy it on this time? I'm assuming probably Steam. Which, if it's Steam, I'm going to assume that all of these games are going to be for Steam as well, whichever one that we end up telling you to get. Which, if that's the case, Series X, and I'm buying it on Steam. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Let's see. I am inclined to say Persona 5 Tactica because it is a new experience, and granted, Catherine is also a new experience, assuming you haven't played it before, but it's not Catherine full body, so you're not getting the full body experience, you know, meaning like you get like all of the new things that come with it, like the new character, the new endings, and of course, like, you know, a lot of people, you know, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but I do hear that there is like some discourse about the new stuff in Catherine full body. I buy both instead. But like I'm saying, Catherine is Catherine, the original Catherine. It's not Catherine full body. So I would tell you to wait and get Catherine full body for something else. But for now, hold on. Let me see how much is Persona 5 Tactica. It's got to be cheaper, right? Because it's not like really a huge game. Tactica. Oh, Tactica is only 8. Dude, buy Tactica. Buy Tactica. Buy Tactica. Don't listen to anyone. I am the streamer right here, so therefore I have say over everyone else. Dumb user, star killer, you mean nothing to me. Tactica. Only Tactica. That's all you need. That's all you need. I say as I've never played the game before. But I heard it's a good game. What if it's Kyoku Megami Tensei? Don't even get me started. I'll buy that game. I could literally be starving to death. I could literally, I'll sell my fucking pets. I'll sell my fucking family. I'll sell my goddamn dick. I'll do it. I'll buy myself Kyoku. It doesn't matter. Money means nothing to me. Money can grow on trees. I listen to both Star. Okay. Fine. I mean, it is Catherine, so Catherine full body or Catherine, you can't go wrong. Also, Catherine's only like $5 right now. Yeah, it's $5. So you'd be doing two things here. You'd be saving money, and you'd be getting an Atlas game. So, Emersona, dumb user, star killer, I apologize to the three of you for my actions. I shouldn't have been so hasty with that. Also, I don't have the proper information to tell you to buy P5 Tactica because I never even played it. So, yeah, I'm an idiot. Never listen to my my advice because I obviously don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But yeah, buy Catherine and enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I love Catherine full body. Catherine, I'm sure, is just as good. You are going to be missing some of the inclusions that full body has, but it is still Catherine at the end of the day. So yeah, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to have a lot of fun. And you know, it is a breath of fresh air because, you know, it's a puzzle game. It's not like the typical Atlas fare. It's different. And we love our differences here in Wolfter 97 land. Having variety is nice. And with that, I'm probably going to end the stream because it's freaking late. It's currently 12:11 and, you know, I want to eat. I also want to see my girlfriend. I want to cuddle with her. I want to kiss her. I want to do all the cool, fun things. Also, I want to drink more Code Red, and also I need to do some more Resident Evil gameplay. So, it looks like I got my whole night ahead of me right now. So I'm going to get going. Thank you all so much for watching and for sticking around, even though it's really late. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your night, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye. Go into the standby screen. Look at the little doggy. There we go. Bye, dumb user. Bye, star killer. Bye, Emersona. Oh, God, I burped. Ugh. Fuck me. Oh. Dude, I dropped 213 frames throughout this entire stream. Really? That's a new record. Can we drop 214 frames, though, to end the stream out with a bang? How do I do that? What if I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi right now.